Well, hello. I want to talk about in the next couple of videos something in Diablo called the wall. It's not an official term, but it's something that you definitely will hit up. And what it means is that the stuff that worked nicely until so far no longer works, and uh, yeah, I haven't found a way um, to solve it yet. Um, the first wall that I encountered was with Druid. So this is softcore offline play, and until this point where I hit a brick wall, I played player 7 for the normal and player 3 for the boss fights. Um, what happens is that you don't do enough damage, and it's about halfway Act 3, Act 4 of Nightmare. Uh, and then you don't do enough damage, and you're draining health points. So and the stuff I have is the stuff I can I could find on Nightmare. It's I think as optimal as you can get it. Let's see. So this has 27 defense, and this has cold and fire resist, all resist, and poison resist, 52 on feet, all resist 57, 449 on armor, and also resist all on the sword. The Druid skills +1 for the helm and +1 for the Druid skill levels. I found a few charms. One is for extra life. That's pretty necessary. More defense, more life, more defense, more life, and more life. And the monsters that you hit, if the normal bosses, the normal monsters do a lot of damage. So you drain. You have to teleport back to town more often than before to stock up on healing potions, because the druid doesn't use magic. It can suffice with buying regular health potions. And I found some other things. All resists. These prismatic amulets, I rolled them by combining rings to amulets and amulets to rings and rings to amulets again until I got all resist +18, and here is a +1 to necromancer, some other stuff. Masteries. So halfway in Nightmare you can find skillers, as they are called. For example, this one +1 to Paladin, and you find several sorcerer staffs, but the wall remains. Let's see what we have here. Some creepy lidless wall, +1 to all skills. This is doesn't have much chance to block, 40%. So the only way to upgrade this would be to socket it and add some chance to block dual. But primarily I'm going to use this. Now the point is when you exit normal, you ideally want to have 75% on all the resistance elements, and the first goal more or less is to attain again on Nightmare 75%, because you get a -40 on everything when you enter a Nightmare, and when you enter Hell later on, you again get hit with -60, if I remember correctly. So I have all the resistances here in place. As for the skill tree, I have 8 Cyclone Armor and 11 on Hurricane. Then 22 Bear, 22 Poison Creeper, and I could respec to carry on Vine. That would help with Shaman, but otherwise, yeah, it would replenish your life. That doesn't really help with the wall, because what you want to do is find a high density area and kill off, so attack, not necessarily survive, but attack and defeat more enemies. So I don't see the point to go to carry on Vine. Solar Creeper. Again, it eats corpses, so I don't see the point to change this. Here I could get a Spirit of Barbs that reflects damage taken by you and your party back at your enemies. That could potentially be useful, but I now have Heart of Wolverine, and it adds to the damage and attack rating. 12. What happens is so far, so far in Act 1 everything went smooth sailing, but in Act 2 I already encountered some problems. I died a lot, and the reason was that the monsters do much more damage. I'm now set to difficulty 7. River of Flame. Of course, the points. Let's see if I already have the. I did the Fallen Angel, and need to go to Mephisto's soulstone. So I go left. Where the hell is it? So far so good. As you can see I almost died with a single hit. So what you do is also your minions die pretty fast. My helper died. So in short, nothing works here. And it also costs you money, of course, because when you die in Nightmare, you also have to your XP bar. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. These 10 yellow lines, they they go back to 0, and when you try to capture your corpse, it usually is in a dangerous spot. Something is missing. Okay. So yeah, then the only thing to try is to decrease the game settings to 3, for example. The stuff that is for sale, I already have all the best items, more than I can store. Well, it's technically impossible, but I found more than I needed. And these are all inferior. So how do you survive then? Well, the obvious thing is to go to Act 3, to a high density area. Eventually you will have to pass this part. And of course I could get into hell with everything set to game difficulty 1, but then I would hit again the wall in hell. So the best way to do that is to have a stable build, in Nightmare until you are confident that you can progress. And the way to progress, as you can see, now it has no difficulty. But wait until you have a mini-boss, and the mini-boss will have immunities or auras, and it will be again the end of the story. I think this has a boss here. So okay, now I'm lucky that I find the potions that I needed. So as you can see, smooth sailing, but not on player 7. But everything that you cast, the spirit, the spirit, the barbs, the cyclone armor, everything. Bear stays alive, so you don't need all the points in the bear, but you want more points in the bear because it does most of the damage. Actually, you're only standing by while the bear is the actual hero. So it's hard to progress here. Oops. and needs to take care of my mercenary. Yeah, so the Abyss Knights are quite a problem, so I can happily forget about Chaos Sanctuary. Unless I play everything on player 1, but that doesn't solve the problem, it only postpones it. The thing is that I can't... I don't see how I can make better builds, or... so respecking isn't really an option. Respect to what? So... grids. Well, at the very least, I think this is the armor of Mephisto. Okay, cool. Hellforge hammer. So you can do the +2 quests, saving Anya, that's difficulty 1, and Fallen Angel at difficulty 1. But if you can't beat the normal area on player 7, then you have no business in Hell. Oh, there was here something. Right. I have to equip the thing. I've got to go back to town. And I had the... I always lose this essence of Mephisto. It must be in the personal. It's not in the personal. So I can't defeat him. Jesus, because I don't have his essence, soulstone. If it isn't in the personal stash and it isn't at hand, I must have dropped it somewhere. So let's go to Durance of Hate. But yeah, so I would define the wall as something where you're suddenly no longer effective. And unless you do what I do, be fanatic about the specific gear, you will hit such a wall at normal, and it's as in a religion, it's like a crisis of faith. And it may be something that's not real there, but the fact is that I have to go back to town at player 7 a lot of times to get more potions. Fuck. Okay, let's put. I'm not going to fight with the. So the rejuve. So I made all the nice full rejuvenations. Now I need to go to. I'm going to find the soulstone somehow. Not going to bore you with it. Again, you see, it's this time I'm dropping like flies, and yeah, this is the point where Diablo starts to laugh at you that not even by grinding you can escape. Yeah, also the characteristic of hitting a wall is that yeah, it's no longer much fun to play, because you don't feel the progress, and you start to worry about dying, because all the progress that you build and the higher level that you are, the longer it takes to fill up the XP bar. So yeah, I don't know much other than going back to Act 3 and do the flared jungle, because you can then kill off lots of minions. Don't know much about how to progress confidently. I can progress on player 1, but that would only be an illusion, I think. I could go to Act 5, kill Bale, and at level 75 more or less, enter hell and then die. So I'm not sure how to approach this. So this is my description of hitting a wall with the Druid, and next video will be about hitting the wall with another character. Okay, bye.